Guys, I just want to quickly share to you my thoughts on the recent patch notes. That's like the changes from the PTR to season 6. So I'm not gonna go over whatever was from season 5 to the PTR. Just whatever is like coming coming on October 8th, October 7th, October 8th. Okay, so first things first, page 1. I promise to be I promise to be very quick, and I won't use the word punchy. I won't. So all right, let's do it. Let's be quick. This is about graphics, and it's disabled right now, so that's what I think is important on page 1. I only play PC, so I can't speak for the other platforms. All right, what caught my eye is this rune word "sear," because it says like casting 3 times. It's buffed from 25 to 50 right now, and what it is like you can actually cap your attack speed. If you are using a dagger, you can cap your attack speed to 3.6 attacks per second, and if you are using a skill such as like corpse explosion or yeah, there are others, but just an example, corpse explosion. I'm only gonna talk about necromancer here. I did not print the other the pertinent information of the other classes. All right, so you can actually reach like 7 attacks per second, and if every 3 you gain 50, that's about 120 offerings. I think it's a pretty high number. Yeah. Next that caught my eye is that's worth noting is Neo. It's from 5 to 2 seconds, and remember, if you have a barrier, you will not you can deal damage and take no damage for 5 seconds. You cannot be invulnerable when using Neo, because going into blood mist will nullify or will reset the timer. Okay, you cannot be invulnerable, but you can have a barrier and not get hit, and thus every 2 seconds you will get 200. So every 2 seconds getting 200 is better than every 5 seconds getting 300. Every 2 seconds getting 200 is about 100. Okay, about 100 offering per second. All right, why did I put a star on here on Zalrune? Because I think this is multiplicative, and this is, I think, one of the things to look out for. Infernal hordes. There's nothing I'm only gonna talk about, if possible, the ones that are like color red. Yeah, I know these are worth noting because there are changes, but they didn't color it red. And sometimes from like on the other pages, they color it red, even though there's no change from season 5 to PTR. I mean, from PTR to season 6. It has already been like that from season 5 to PTR. All right. Greater chest equipment. Listen, greater chest equipment is now more expensive, and the council will always drop. I don't know what that means. Legendary items with infernal hordes affixes. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't understand that. Also, listen, you can now choose material or chest of gold. You cannot choose both because it will consume all the remaining ether. So for one run, you can only choose one. All right. Let's get going. Let's keep going. Page 4. I have 30 pages actually, so I have to be really quick. So changes. Now it's gonna be 2 sparks random or 1 spark, 2 sparks random mythic or 1 spark, and then I think 2 runes, and then it will be 2 runes, and then it will be a mythic of your choice. Okay, page 5. The shroud is it will now be broken by your merc or your minion. Okay, so the bug where you can just stay hidden, it's not there anymore. You see, after PTR, it will additional changes made since the PTR's conclusion are highlighted in red. But I see there are items that are still colored red, even though there's no changes from the PTR. All right, let's keep going. 50 additional pit tiers, so from 200 became 100, and now it's 150. I don't know if how difficult that will be, but during the PTR, everyone was like, almost everyone was just clearing tier 100, which was like season 5's 200. All right, you can now master work none ancestral legendary items, because rare or like rare items, I think you can only master work for up to 4 times, and then now it's 8 times. So it's almost like it has a kind of a middle ground. So like now it's like 4, 8, 12. It used to be like 4 and then nothing and then 12, but now it's 4, 8, 12. All right, Duriel and Andariel, they do not guarantee, but they are twice as high as other bosses. So listen to this. Duriel and Andariel, it's very important because all the materials that you get from the others, from Grigor, from Varshan, they all end up into like they all go down the drain, and then that's where you spend the finishing. So it's almost like they are the final bosses after getting the materials from them. All right, so I think it's only fair that they should have like the better better drop rates for mythic. Lith, my printer didn't print whatever is like on top, because I was trying to save paper. It's like 0.25 margin or something, and so here it's there's a change. You have to be in combat for this to work. Like in town, it can't be like producing wolves or something. Like it keeps producing offering even though you're just standing. That you have to be in a, I don't know, blood mist, or you have to be fighting. Okay. I also want to take note if Warcry, that's worth noting, because I want to know if it double dips 15% X to you and now to your minion, and will that 15% X go to your minion as well? So it's like your minions, because they are supposed to get like 100% of your bonuses. So if they get 15% X and you get 15% X, will they get like 2 of those? Will it double dip? Yep. So, page 8. There's nothing that I caught my eye here. Actually, nothing. Probably this 0.25. Probably this, because it says like critical overpower. So what? That's like the Banished Lord Talisman kind of rune. I don't know. I haven't tried that one. All right. Necro. Okay, so this one is good. Max single resist. Okay, 3% instead of like maxing out poison and shadow. But now it's like Necro will now be, because of the Paragon, Necro will now be like virtually immune to poison and shadow. And Suffers Resistance, I think they changed the name because it used to be Suffers Resilience, but because from damage over time reduction, it's now damage reduction, like all. But it used to be like 3.3% per node, per like white node, per white node or magic node. But because this is damage reduction now, so I'm not very sure. Damage reduction now is probably just 2% each. All right. Minion resistance to all elements changed to all resistances, so it includes physical now. It includes physical. It's almost like damage reduction now for the what is this? Hulking Monstrosity is like Golem, but now it's for all the minions, not just Golems. Golems armor is changed to all armor, like for you and to your minions, not just to your Golem. Summon damage changed to the Golem life percent. Okay, that's more survivability. Okay, Flesh Easter. Look at that. That's like Easter egg hunting right here. If this is what they're saying, the legendary node, then this is incorrect. Critical strike damage? No, because it used to be consume 5 corpses and then you get a 40% X on increased damage on globally, all overall, not just critical strike. And now it's changed to corpse attack speed. So, but if this is the Flesh Eater legendary node, then I would say consuming a corpse now isn't that important anymore. There's a skill regarding consuming flesh, but it's almost like that was just the 9% X. It's not the 40% X. That's like very pertinent, and like you really have to get it or else you can't compete, something like that. What can I say about this? The orb healing has been doubled. I don't think that's like super necessary, or like it's a big change, because one orb, even though if it can heal like 100,000 hit points, it still won't reduce more than 2 seconds on your key passive. The blood key passive, I forget its name. I forget its name. At the top of my head, I can't remember. But that blood key passive, I think you have to reduce it, because there's like 12 seconds, and then every time you pick up a blood orb and then you reach like 7, every time you heal or overheal 7959 with blood orbs, you should lower the cooldown of that overpower thing by 2 seconds. So even if you have like 50,000 in healing, 50k in healing, it doesn't matter, because it won't reduce more than 2 seconds each orb. So you still have to pick up more orbs. Yep. Resource cost reduction, this is really good, because this shadow damage right here is additive. And resource cost reduction is like, imagine if you are using a wither node with like say blight, this is like this is, I would say, this is more useful, more in sync with the skill. Like okay, intensity, oh, that's just gameplay right there. It's like more exciting. Yeah. All right, Air of Perdition. Regarding this page, I would say that this caught my eye, because it's now, Air of Perdition is now 2x instead of 3x. It used to be 200 plus 200% X during the PTR, but it's now 2x. All right, but still against angels and demons. Okay, fixed several instances. Okay, the aspect of Fist of Fate is now fixed. I think it was bugged or something. All right, armor cap is 9230. I'm not sure if that's still current right now, but it wasn't supplying the green. Okay, eliminator glyph was providing us int, or whatever your primary stat is, but apparently it was missing its additional threshold bonus. So we were reaching like, I don't know, 6,000 8,000 int, but it says here that that wasn't it. So maybe we will get more, but then each int, each primary stat was like doubled during the PTR. They reverted it back to season 5 bonuses. All right, page 14. Oh man, still have like a half to go. All right, 3 times. Yeah, this is what I was just telling you about. All right, Citadel requires 2 players or more. So Air of Perdition gives you so as a single player, you always get that 60% X, but because that's the Lilith's favor. But listen, during the Citadel, you can't be someone that's like just being carried, because you might get the favor from your allies and they will be weaker. So I'm just trying to say, like, all of you in the party using Air of Perdition should you know, have at least an equal amount of power, so you're not like trying to bring them down when you get the favor, when you get the favor, at least you don't bring them down. Yeah, okay. What else? If you haven't oh yeah, we talked about this. Shroud of False Death, the bug was fixed, because you know how you feel like during the StarCraft days when you have an arbiter and then there's a carrier and you can only see the interceptors but you cannot see the carrier because they have this arbiter, which is the Shroud of Death, False Death. So that's a concept right here, but it's gone. They fixed that now. Okay, I don't know what's new here because I think I've seen this before. The enemies afflicted by more damage over time are executed. I think I remember that. I cannot speak for this aspect right here. Is this an aspect, or I don't know what this is. If this is an aspect or something, I don't know, because I haven't played. I did not get early access, so I don't know anything about the mercs yet. But I pretty much like Aldkin. From the looks of it, I like Aldkin. There's nothing that's red here. Hey, I also want to share to you that it's nice to pay attention to things like say no, later I'll show you. It's okay, so let's I'll talk about it later, about the weapon. I'm talking about the weapon tempers, where it's now multiplicative, each one of them, but they are advantages and disadvantages in their own ways. All right, so meticulous, 3% resistance to all elements. It means doesn't add physical, and then this adds to your physical resistance. Crowd control, okay, has been equalized, so their health has been increased. They don't have equal health, but their damage has been equalized, or I don't know, almost like to give us more predictability for one shots. Okay, so I think one shots will be less frequent now. Okay, what else? Okay, this was really an L, so I think 120 right now, 120% is I don't know, maybe that's still too high. I don't know. And Andariel's visage is like what? Happens less frequently. Maybe this was due to I don't know, this was probably due to like crashing or video card problems or server problems. I don't know why they did this, but it probably fixes server issues. Damage reduction, this one is good. This is a really big thing, because Reap, I want to use Reap, but there's like three different counters on Reap that were of different duration. For example, damage reduction was 2 seconds, and then the attack speed duration, once you activate it, is like 3 seconds. And then there's also another counter, like within 2 seconds of hitting an enemy with Reap, when they die, you get this attack speed. But there's like multiple counters, but I think right now it's like everything is like 4 seconds. I don't know, but that would be a big W. That's really a good thing. Army of the Dead, the damage has been increased. I don't think that's a really big thing, because nobody's really using Army of the Dead as the damage dealer. Blood orbs spawning increase from 3 to 6. This is a big thing, because that's actually 18 with title. So that's a different topic. Callan's Edict, this is I don't know, this is super good. And how many minions do you have? And then your wolves are considered minions. And then the haunt skill from Aldkin, where there's like ghosts coming out. I don't know. They are probably considered minions as well, from the Aldkin, from a merc, the shadow transforming fire merc. So that's it. Same amount. Okay, so Bonded in Essence will heal the same amount. Instead of 5, instead of 8 becomes 5 seconds, so it's the same amount for lesser duration, so it's a faster, more effective healing. Okay, minion armor bonus from death's defense. This is from the talent tree. This is a passive, so it used to be 4 8 12, now it's 8 16 24, so that's really good. um just don't die, you know, minions, just don't die, please, because you know, we can't be spending all our skills and skill points just to keep you alive and just to keep you alive um, um, and sacrifice our actual damage. Okay, fortify amount. I don't know the name of this passive right here, but there's a, because it didn't print because it's on the very top of the page, but it was 2 4 6 5 10 15. Why is this so important? Why is this so important? Because in your health globe, when you have fortify and when you are fortified and your HP and fortify is on the is full, you are considered fortified, and you are taking 15% damage reduction. But if you get hit, say you get hit, say your life now is 50% and you recover, it doesn't mean your fortify will also recover. You also have to, you lose that 15% at that given moment. At that given moment, you lose that 15%. When your fortify is lower, when you recovered, like your health is like right here, and you recovered, you healed, or you drank potion, that's why you have, your fortify has to keep up, and your fortify generation has to keep up. So this is a good way to keep up with fortify generation. Maximum life increased by 20%. Okay, blood golem sacrifice, and then with the sacrificial aspect, there's 30% total. So that's a multiplicative. Okay, that's multiplicative. So imagine having 100 and then your 100k life, and then you now have 130k. That's a really big thing. And then it multiplies again with your elixir. Multiplies again with your elixir, 20%, I think. All right, shade mist. That's a very specific build. I actually have a video from the PTR. I have a footage on my channel that cleared a T100 during the PTR. So that's the hardest content of the game. So, but this is a completely different topic. Okay, I'm gonna post another video for this. All right, aspect of the dam is 55% X during the PTR. This is what I remember. This is when you curse. So now the damage is applied. Your minions now benefit from aspect of the dam. All right, ranks of, okay, this movement speed and Reaper's pursuit, it's the same. I don't know. It sounds the same to me. Ring of Mendel, this is a separate topic. It's really good. It's gonna be very powerful as well, because if you combine, I don't know yet. We have to test. I didn't get early access, but listen, shade mist ticks, I don't know if they count as minion hits. If they do, then every 6 hits of your minion will explode. And listen, if shade mist ticks are considered, if shade mist ticks are considered minion hits, then the whole screen's just gonna keep on exploding. Blood lance duration, this is good because from mutilator plate you will have you can deal double damage, and then from the temper again you can also deal double damage. Okay, blood augments, right? So hemorrhage, why does it not deal double damage but instead hits twice? Because at times it's disadvantageous, or sometimes you can use it to your advantage, because hitting twice may, I don't know yet. I have to test again. Everything I have to test. There is probably it doubles the chance to produce extra orbs with hemorrhage, producing orbs. And then there's also a temper where it increases the chance to produce orbs, and now it hits twice. So that's like, this is what I'm saying. Weapon tempers are multiplicative, like deal double damage, cast twice. They're all multiplicatively benefiting your character. All right, so skeleton mages inherit. Okay, so these are removed. I don't have to think about this. Remove spiked armor. This is from the talent This is from the skill, so this has been added to the weapon. Okay, so if you're a thorns build, so this is multiplicative for you. Okay, so wielding a scythe, this is one-handed. So now everything is like everyone almost everyone I know likes to use two-handed weapons instead of a one-hand. It has to be a really niche build, or it has to be really specific for somebody to use a one-handed weapon, like a Morta Crew or like a Black River, something like that. Yeah, so what else? Cult leader, it was 30, becomes 40, so and it racks up 5 times because every 20%, and max of caps at 100. So from 30 times 5 it's 150. Now it's 200. So this is a big win. This is a big win. This it's a big big buff right there. Also the pit glyph experience. So actually Blizzard made a video about how you actually how you are compensated with everything. There is a Blizzard blog for this. Okay, the Paragon board cap. I don't know why this is color red. I don't know why is this red, because it used to be 5. Now it says reduced to 4 plus the starting board, which is 5, which has already been the case in the PTR. So I don't know why that's red. I don't know. I've never reached the max Paragon level. The Butcher's cleaver, I don't know how to use it for now. I don't know. So I have to check. I have to study this, or like do some testing before I can tell you what build is nice for, before I can tell you my thoughts about it. Okay, so about materials, as you can see, there's like, you need 15 of malignant hearts before, 15 living steel, but right now you only need 12. You only need 12. You only need, oh, sorry, I wasn't talking about Grigor. I was talking about 12 here, and then now you need 36. Yep. And up to 3 currencies can be pinned. Okay. From 12 to 14, so 2 new classes. So listen, 36 right here, and you only have 50 in one stack. So that's a big number right there. Whereas this, in one stack there's like 50, so like one stack can be like 45, but this one is 36 as well. So one stack can summon 3, but this one is like, what, one stack is not one stack, and then you're left with 14. That's really crazy right there. Common items now drop. Okay, that's good. 27, page 27, page 28. Shedding additional corpses. Okay, I don't have much to say here. This has already been the case. I don't know why that's color red. Ancestral items are now guaranteed to have at least 1 greater affix. Wither, I don't know why they spelled wither like that. I don't know. And then I haven't used Endurant Faith, but I don't know what this means. This is probably like for PvP, and did more damage to tormented bosses. I don't know these skills. These are not necromancers. Various quests. Yeah, I really hate this when you get blocked from a quest progression. I'm like, I have to Google and find out how to unblock, or how to get past, get through. So okay, dark dance. Okay, additive. It's multiplicative instead of additive. What's this bit of? Okay, so it's additive, actually additive. Okay. Yeah, that's all. Those are my thoughts, guys. Thank you for listening.